You missed some important news from the LGBTQ+ community this week. To ensure you are current, we are recapping that important news. Here's what you may have missed.
Kid Rock appears to make violent anti-trans video. Vile, disgusting, dangerous. Kid Rock seems to hate trans people and really hate their being associated with a beer company. To prove it, he posted an extremely violent video on Twitter.
Grandpa's feeling a little frisky today. Let me say something to all you and be as clear and concise as possible. Fuck Bud Light and fuck Anheuser-Busch. Have a terrific day.
Rock, whose real name is Robert James Ritchie, seems angry that Anheuser-Busch, which owns Bud Light, is embracing the trans community, specifically social media influencer Dylan Mulvaney. She's partnered with Bud and Bud Light for a very clever social media campaign promoting a sports-related contest where she hugs cans of Bud Light and shows off a one-of-a-kind can with her face on it.
Hi. Impressive carrying skills, right? I got some Bud Lights for us. So, I kept hearing about this thing called March Madness, and I thought we were all just having a hectic month, but it turns out it has something to do with sports. And I'm not sure exactly which sport, but either way, it's a cause to celebrate. This month, I celebrated my day 365 of womanhood, and Bud Light sent me possibly the best gift ever, a can with my face on it. Check out my Instagram story to see how you can enjoy March Madness with Bud Light and maybe win some money too. Love ya! Cheers! Go team! Whatever team you love, I love too. Okay. Love ya. Okay, break a leg.
The contrast is clear. Her video is light, tongue-in-cheek fun. Kid Rock is the opposite. He avoids making a verbal connection, but the message was clear to his followers, who posted equally vile support in the comment section. More than 8 million people viewed the video in the first 2 days. At a time when lawmakers support legal discrimination against trans, this type of video from a rough conservative rock star becomes especially dangerous and incendiary, sending a message that could be interpreted that violence against trans people and their allies is justified. What are they scared of? Well, apparently this. This is video from Trans Day of Visibility last week at the Pride Center in Wilton Manors. There were musical performances, poetry readings, and more. Trans people contribute to society like everybody else, but while being threatened every step of the way. As for Mulvaney, she hasn't responded to Rock's video, but she has posted, quote, "If you are in a position of power to hire someone trans or non-binary, please do. We need to exist in every space. I want to see trans people doing all the brand deals," end quote. If that happens, Kid Rock's head will explode, likely faster than those cases of Bud Light. Couple fun facts for you. Bud products are prominently featured, there you go, on the menu of his Nashville restaurant. Also, while she has about 1.7 million followers on Instagram, Kid Rock has fewer than 1 million. Sounds like a case of follower envy. And you know, I love that his hate is balanced by the love and fun that Dylan showed out. And it's such an important thing. Faye, you hosted the Trans Day.
Oh my God, and I was so just touched by the ability to even be there for my trans community, you know? And you could just see how much they shine so bright. It was just a wonderful, wonderful event. And Mulvaney is her name?
Yep,
I love her. Yep. I just started following her as soon as I saw the story because she is just incredible. And listen, Kid Rock, you're not an effing kid. You're a grown-ass adult. Your music sucks, except when you sung with Sheryl Crow, all right? This ain't the first time that he's done this. He is constantly saying horrible things about our community, and nobody shut him down. And the awful thing that most of his followers and most of his lovers are white trash people that hate us.
But I mean, the power of the consumer is really strong as well. And this is where our community comes into play, because we need to stop following him on social media. We need to stop downloading his music. We need to stop going to his concerts. We need to stop supporting these people who make such broad statements like this that are against us.
I think they already have. He only has 1 million followers. A big kind of star back in the late 90s. I think that he's completely irrelevant, and I think he's doing this for attention because he knows he's going to get some more followers from this video. But I don't. As vile as it is, I'll tell you, I went back and forth on doing this story because, to your point, we're giving him attention. But the fact is, 8 million people have viewed this. 8 million people. Now, I'm not saying all 8 million people encourage it, support it. I'm sure the vast majority don't. But my God, it's not a dog whistle. It is a loud bang, bang, bang noise saying trans is less, gay is less. And this is dangerous. This is dangerous to be out there. We need to call attention to it, and we need to shame anybody who thinks that this is okay.
And can you imagine, as someone that's not mentally stable, seeing this video, right? And then being in Florida, where now you don't need a permit or anything to carry a gun, right? And going to get a gun and showing some action against our community. That can totally happen.
Let's say something positive in the story. Let's say something good.
Find it, please. Al.
It's called Anheuser-Busch. You know, when we criticize, we're coming to June. We know the 25 stories that we're going to do on rainbow caviar. We don't like 2 tops or 2 bottoms on our hamburgers. But this is a really positive moment. This is beyond embracement. This is saying we want to do what's right. And I just cheer Bud Light. First off, Kid Rock can't do a damn thing to Bud Light. America loves Bud. America loves Bud Light. They're going to continue after this. Anheuser-Busch has made that commitment, and they can afford the knocks. The one thing that I would say that's really beautiful about this moment is the gratitude for Anheuser-Busch to do this, because it's over and above in terms of commitment. And the one thing that I would say to whatever the marketing people, the focus people at Anheuser-Busch that are doing this, by the way, I forget if it's Dutch or Belgium, but both countries are pretty LGBT in terms of their ownership of Anheuser-Busch. The one thing that is I would just say on behalf of LGBT, if I could speak for LGBTQ people, which I don't, but if I could, I would say to Anheuser-Busch, you're on the right side of history. You've just watched it side by side. You've done an excellent job of compare and contrast. Which side of this history do you want to be on? And Anheuser-Busch picked the right side, and history is going to show that. To the other side, last observation, to the other side of that, Kid Rock does what he does. You know, one of the interesting things that I was thinking of when he showed that, to make such a point of what he showed that he was going to do, I kind of recognized that gun, because I think I have seen similar kind of assault rifles like that in 33 of the schools where children have been killed this year. Good job, dude. Really, really good job. Are you on the right side of history? I don't think so.
So also one point also with the Coors Light brand, I don't know if you guys have seen, but they've also introduced a new label for their beer that's on stands, sold in restaurants and bars in certain cities across the United States, and they're donating back a certain proceeds from the sale of the beer to local nonprofit charities in those cities.
So there you go.
Good on that.
Keep watching the only television news in the world from our LGBTQ plus community, and stay informed on everything that is important for and about our diverse LGBTQ plus community.